Welcome to Comeju channel. In this video, we will see about adjustment for revaluation of assets and liabilities and adjustment of reserves and other accumulated profits and losses at the time of admission or retirement of a partner. First, we will see about the adjustments for revaluation of assets and liabilities. When a new partner is admitted, the existing assets and liabilities are to be revalued. To avoid any undue gain or loss to the incoming partner, the existing partners sometimes revalue their assets and liabilities. The revaluation can be done in two ways. First one, when assets and liabilities are revalued, the revised values are shown in the books of accounts. Second, when the assets and liabilities are revalued, the revised values are not to be shown in the books of accounts. When revised values are recorded in their books, the firm can open revaluation account in their books. That is, a revaluation account is opened to record the increase or decrease in assets and liabilities. Revaluation account is also called profit and loss adjustment account. Revaluation account is a nominal account. Revaluation account is credited with increase in value of assets and decrease in value of liabilities. Revaluation account is an account prepared to ascertain the variation in the value of assets and liabilities of the firm. Before we introduce a new partner to the partnership firm, we must ensure all the assets and liabilities are valued correctly. So, just prior to introducing a new partner, revaluation account is made and subsequent adjustments are made in books of accounts. Let us take a look. When a partner is admitted into the partnership, the assets and liabilities are revalued as the current value may differ from the book value. Determination of current values of assets and liabilities is called revaluation of assets and liabilities. For this purpose, the firm has to prepare the revaluation account. When the revised values of assets and liabilities are to be recorded, the firm has to prepare the revaluation account. The journal entries recorded for revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities are: for an increase in the value of an asset, the journal entry is asset account data to revaluation account. If the asset value is increased, the asset account will be debited. If the asset value is increased, the asset account will be debited. So the journal entry is asset account data to revaluation account. If the value of asset is decreased, the decreased value of asset will be credited. So the journal entry is revaluation account data to assets account. When the values of liabilities are increased, the increased value of liabilities will be credited. So the journal entry is revaluation account data to liabilities account. If there is any unrecorded assets, the unrecorded asset account will be debited. So the journal entry is unrecorded assets account data to revaluation account. If there is any unrecorded liabilities, the unrecorded liabilities will be credited. So the journal entry is revaluation account data to unrecorded liabilities account. After preparing the revaluation account, the revaluation profit or loss is transferred to the capital accounts of old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. If the revaluation account shows a credit balance, then it indicates net gain, and if there is a debit balance, then it indicates the net loss. If there is any profit on revaluation, the revaluation profit will be transferred to old partners' capital accounts in the old profit sharing ratio. So the journal entry is revaluation account data to old partners' capital accounts. The loss on revaluation will be transferred to old partners' capital account in the old profit sharing ratio. So the journal entry is old partners' capital accounts data to revaluation account. Once again I repeat it. In revaluation ledger account, an increase in the assets and decrease in its liabilities is credited because it is gain. A decrease in the value of assets and increase in its liabilities is debited because it is a loss. The easy way to understand the journal entries: if the asset value is increased and the liabilities value is decreased, this account will be debited. If the asset value is decreased and the liabilities value is increased, that value is credited. Next we move to second condition. When revised values of assets and liabilities are not to be recorded in the firm's account, the firm will be prepared memorandum revaluation account. It is necessary to revalue the assets and liabilities at the time of admission of a partner. The partners may prefer to retain the old values in the books. This is done by opening an account called memorandum revaluation account. We will see about the memorandum revaluation account in future videos. Now we will move to next heading, the adjustment of reserves and other accumulated profits and losses. When a new partner is admitted in a partnership firm, then all the past accumulated profit or losses and reserves are distributed among all the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. This is because these profits and losses are attributable to the hard work and labors of the old partners, and consequently the old partners are liable to bear past losses or profits if any. The new partner is not entitled for a share in this profit as he or she did not contribute anything for the past performance of the business. So, the accumulated profit or loss will be transferred to old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So, the journal entry for accumulated profits is general reserve account data, profit and loss account data, and any other accumulated reserve account data to old partners' capital or current accounts. The journal entry for accumulated loss is old partners' capital or current account data to profit and loss account. The same adjustments will be done at the time of retirement of a partner in a firm also. If you are not subscribing my channel, please subscribe it and share this video to all. Thank you.